Recline Rage is a real thing now.
Oh, goodness.
They've dubbed
I wonder if this is just a
and
new trend.
I don't know. I mean, haven't people always been irritated about reclining their seats back?
Yeah, maybe we're just hearing about it more with social media.
Well, in the last 3 weeks, there's been, no, in the last 2 weeks, there's been 3 episodes.
Several
of
planes
people fighting
diverted.
and planes actually having to go land somewhere else because of the fighting on this airline. Happened again this weekend from LaGuardia to West Palm, I think it was.
they ended up in Fort Lauderdale or something.
Yeah, because here's the thing. This woman was knitting and she wanted to recline her seat, but the girl behind her had her head down on the tray table, and she did not want that woman to recline that seat into her head. And so they went into this full-on fight, and she said, I don't care if you have to, I don't care what it takes to get this plane down. I want off this plane.
That's crazy. By the way, the tray table is not for sleeping.
No.
And if you read about how often they clean those trays
and how many parents have
their
changed
babies, those trays, and people who don't wash their hands in the bathroom, don't put your face on the tray. It's disgusting. And it's not
but here's
sleeping.
the first tip. They were leaving LaGuardia, so let's just start there.
So let's just start there. Mad New Yorkers or something.
She's angry.
Listen, just basic consideration for folks. The person in front of you can let their seat back. This is not, you get to let yours back.
Didn't you say that you don't recline now
No,
because you feel bad?
it poses the question, because I was reading a bunch of comments under that article, and a lot of people were saying, oh, I never recline my seat, or I don't feel like, you know, it's proper, or it's rude, or it's not considerate. And I was thinking, gosh, I mean, as soon as that plane, like, everyone's seated, and I'm like, everybody's sitting? Yep, I'm putting my seat back.
Yeah.
You know, so it's very interesting.
But don't you, like, feel bad right at that moment that you do it? Like, I go like this, press the button, I'm like,
no, because I know it's only going back this far.
You're like, does she know?
Going
does she
back
know?
this far.
Does she know? Yeah, it's like 3 inches. It's not that much, but it's enough that you feel a little relief on your back.
Yeah. Stuart, what are folks saying on Facebook about it?
So most of the people are like you, Amy. Sharon says, if you have a problem with the plane, then contact the airline, period. Leave the people in front of you alone and behave. Yes. Sean Oberg says he does not recline because it's not enough room to even make a difference. Debbie says she flew Spirit Airlines for the first time last week and will again today. She says the seats don't recline at all, so no rage, just a super funny group.
Yeah, Spirit doesn't do a lot of stuff. But like you said that
you
one day,
you have to pay for everything.
You're sitting forward when you sit in that chair, so by reclining, that means you get to sit upright.
Yeah. Well, and here's a reminder, too. Over the weekend, I flew and sat in front of the exit row. Yeah, they don't recline in front of the exit row, and we forget about that until you sit down and want to recline.
You wanted those 2 inches, didn't you?
And you're so disappointed. We recently flew, Bill and I flew, and we got to upgrade because he had so many miles, and so we were actually in first class. So I was like, oh, yeah, this is going to be a good seat. And we're just taking off. I hit the recline button, and it's like this. And I'm like, are you kidding me? It would not recline because we were right behind that wall.
Yep.
So yeah, we got to go in first class, but the seat didn't recline.
I guess I guess if you were wanting to be considerate, it might be nice the next time I recline my chair to just look behind me and say, do you mind if I? But then what am I going to do if they say no? Then I'm going to go crazy.
They could be like, nope.
Then it's going to be a
I pay.
You
know,
say no.
I would. No, I wouldn't. I'm like, look, we all are unhappy on airplanes for the most part, and if someone letting their seat back that 3 inches is what's going to get us all through this flight, so be it. It's already a small spot. Why harp on the small stuff?
If everyone reclines, then we're all happy.
Exactly.
It's like if everybody takes up at a concert.
Right. If everybody goes back a little bit, we have a little extra space.
Oh my! Wait, do I have time to tell this like really quick story, Carrie? Just really quick. Okay, so speaking of concerts, over the weekend, went to a concert series and saw Jewel. And she was up there singing one of her, and we've had her on the show before. Right. And she's darling, but she's up there singing a very, like one of her older songs. It's very slow and very kind of moany, Jewel kind of song, very intense. So she starts singing it, and literally in the middle, she goes, okay, stop, 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 stop. And she talks to you and she goes, you know what, you guys, when I'm up here singing like this really emotionally vulnerable song and you're talking, it really makes me feel like it's rude. So like if you don't want to hear this song, then I can play a different song, or you can leave, or you can just be quiet and listen to me do the song. Total bitch moment from Sweet Jewel. And so she, about 25 people got up and walked out, but then there were other people going, you know what, good for her. Like you paid for this ticket to watch her perform, and it was like a very slow, you know, emotional song, but it's kind of one of those. I was like,
she called them on it.
I was afraid to talk to anybody. Like, they were talking to me. I'm like,
Jewel's gonna call me down.
Did that change your attitude about her a little bit?
A little bit. Yeah.